I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? People been worried about you. They wondering where you been at and shit like that.
Nobody, they just want to talk shit.
Nobody want to talk shit. Everybody's concerned about you.
No, they were concerned because they like, where that little whole ass nigga at? He ain't been around for us to talk shit. We been.
But like, listen, where that simp ass bitch nigga been at? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen no comment about that.
Huh?
I ain't seen that. That was in your DM?
Oh yeah. Oh my DM.
Because clearly it didn't come to my DM.
Listen, I did a whole episode with Gaio called "Simping Ain't Easy," and they're like, "Tommy should be on here." Oh, you seen it? You seen the episode? You listened to it? No, you see what I'm talking about?
I did. I seen it.
You listened to the whole thing?
Not the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
But I seen it, and I knew my name was mentioned because I was tagged.
It wasn't even, your name wasn't even mentioned. I don't.
Yeah.
You weren't tagged.
I was. Gaio.
Oh, Gaio tagged you?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
I got the things that Gaio tagged you, or Gaio said something about your name in the episode. And
That's funny. I don't remember us bringing up your name specifically, but I definitely remember bringing up Simping.
But I guess my name wasn't brought. It was he just mentioned me.
I just think it's because because he was like one half of the Block Talk group, so I think that he put you there because you're the other half of Block Talk.
Yeah, I think he just tagged me in there. So
okay.
I was like, all right.
Okay. Which, speaking of which, if y'all listen to our voices, welcome once again for another week. And if you hear that other voice that's not Boogie that y'all been hearing on the regular, guess who's back? Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
Shout out Young Honcho. Shout out Gaio.
You just shout out yourself?
Yeah, of course you gotta do this.
Okay, go ahead then.
Shout out to Honcho, Gaio, Rose, Splash World Radio, everybody who's been filling in,
Don't
checking
forget the
out.
High Function Shit Show.
Everybody that just been out there doing what they doing, man. Appreciate y'all for the help. Yeah, I've been gone, dealing with a lot of personal matters that's been going on. So, yeah, but I'm back.
That's why we ain't having YouTube videos either, guys, because that's Tommy's department. So now that he's back, hopefully the videos will start back up.
Yeah.
We'll see, and hopefully you can start editing them also. But
yeah, I've been working on that part.
And of course you have not.
I got the laptop. I tell you, how much. Can't say that.
Go ahead,
yeah, that works.
That's right, ladies. Tommy's back on the free market, man. So if you're looking for a simp, come on downtown. He said he available.
I ain't tricking if you got it. I ain't got it, but I still damn trick sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes. I don't know.
You got a problem.
Yeah, I do. I got issues.
Anyway, man. So how you been, dog? It's been what, 3 weeks, a month, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been a minute. Tired. Wish I could sleep. Tired. But the good thing is, I might have a chance to slow all this down.
Okay.
Because today I got offered a management position.
There you go, my boy.
And it will cut back. I'll be making enough money to cut back from everything else I've been doing to make money.
So you can just cut back down to what, 2 jobs?
1.
Oh yeah?
They gonna pay me 3 times what I'm making now.
Oh shit, son. Damn. So I didn't realize it was that big of a deal. Because look, see, this is the thing, right? I've only ever been a manager once, which technically I wasn't even a manager. I was a supervisor. You know how that shit goes. If you're a supervisor, you have all the manager duties, but you're still a supervisor. Yeah. Like you don't have the manager power, kind of, or the manager pay.
See, how they do it is you got the regular, for y'all don't know, I work at Whataburger, so so you got the regular people.
That's great, because that's the job you just started to, and you're moving up so quick.
You got the team leader, then you got management, then you got GM.
Mm-hmm.
So all 4 of them be in the store. They want me to move up to team lead, which is just taking over my shift because they see I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So with that, he asked me like, "How much you want to make?"
It's crazy. Confidence will get you a far way, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially when everybody else is like, I don't want to say dumb, but definitely like not the brightest. You know what I mean?
But and also they know like, okay, he gonna do his job. He don't want to be here.
We
gotta find a way for him to want to be here and make him happy. And I tell him, I said, bro, I don't need this job. Y'all don't make enough. I don't make enough money at that job to really do anything. I still that check will pay for something I still owe.
Yeah.
So that's how bad it is. So
struggle is real, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So he was like, man, Mama Jim told me like, man, I'm trying to get you to make this money. He said, how much you want to make? I went light. I make $12.50 right now, so I went light. I went $1.50 up. He laughed at me. I said, huh? He's like, I'm gonna pay you way more than that.
Yeah. You gotta throw a dollar amount out there, but
yeah, I said, oh.
How that good? Was that good?
It was that good.
Oh shit.
He was like, yeah,
And now you get benefits and shit too, huh?
Yeah, I get 401k, all
Yeah.
medical, dental vision.
Thank God. You going blind. You can switch some glasses up.
He said paid vacation, emergency pay, like all this shit I never knew existed.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't know it.
That's what you been pee on. Now,
That's what
now all
I'm
of a sudden you
Now something.
now you get to pee on people.
Yeah, I can pee on.
Now you are Kelly.
Yeah, I got that. I can do that now. Fuck y'all. Y'all gotta listen to me, and I only been there for what 2 months.
That's what I said. You ain't been there that long.
And there's people who sitting there and they like when they heard
No,
it,
they salty.
they was
No,
like, he only do one thing.
Yeah.
He told us he don't want to learn nothing else. But now you gonna move him to management?
Yeah, because that's another one thing I can remember.
Shit, I just gotta learn how to run y'all, and y'all don't listen. Riding your whole ass up.
I'm telling you, I'm looking to try it.
Yeah, but so that is a positive thing, and I say, man, I took it. So I go into training Tuesday to start, and he said take about under a month for me to finish all the classes, seminar, training, and all that.
You know what's crazy though that I noticed when you're in a like managerial position with a supervisor, manager, or whatever, especially if you're younger than the people that you're over, bro, they feel real salty about it. Cause look, so again, I used to be a warehouse supervisor, right? And I've had 3 different workers under me, bro. I was younger than all of them, so all of them like we would laugh and shit like that, and then but I tell them to do something, bro, and they would kind of laugh, and they're like, oh shit. Supervisor Boogie telling us what to do, like half joking, but they're kind of salty, where they're like, bitch ass nigga. Oh, because at the time I was like 24 and like 24 or 25. I was like young, and they was like, bitch ass motherfucker. I can't believe this whole ass shit.
Yeah, I see like how my manager cool for my night shift, so I told him I'm gonna do the same thing they gonna do.
Yeah.
Get y'all in here. We start the stuff going. If y'all need help, I don't mind helping, but at the same time, I'm a manager.
Yeah.
That's my job to make sure all the other stuff is correct that y'all don't have control over. So that's where I'm at. But I don't really care too much.
You know what's crazy though?
I know what I have to do.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? This is why kind of like I don't think you should really be friends like with people at work. Like I'm not gonna say don't be friendly, but you shouldn't be friends because then if you get moved to a managerial position, I notice some people, because I've seen it happen, they have a hard time separating. Like damn bro, we supposed to be friends, and it's like no, but now I'm your supervisor, or like now I'm your manager, now I'm your team leader, like now I'm whatever the fuck. Like now I have a bit of authority over you. Whereas like I'm not gonna be a dickhead, but at the same time, you gotta listen, bro. Like I'm your friend, but you gotta do what I say at the end of the day, or else we both gonna get in trouble, and I'm not gonna get in trouble because you a dumbass.
Yeah, like one of my managers tell me like, man, listen, y'all know what y'all supposed to do. Y'all work. He was like, now if y'all go outside of doing what y'all supposed to do, knowing y'all not supposed to do it, I'm not gonna defend you.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing all this access stuff that you know we not supposed to do, I'm not gonna defend you. You're gonna have to deal with that. I don't care if we're friends or whatever the situation is. At the end of the day, I'm not about to get jammed up by vouching for you and we both know you in the wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and I respect that. So like you say, I be at work, I tell people, man, you ain't gotta talk to me. I have my headset in and I work.
Yeah.
We'll chop it up here and there, but outside work, I ain't got nobody's number. I ain't got nothing. Don't know where nobody stay. It's nothing for us to like.
See, look, I was talking to one of the ladies at work about this, right? Because she was telling me, because I was making a joke, and I was like, bro, if you see me outside of work, like act like you don't know me. And then she was like, oh, I don't know nobody outside of work. I said, good. I said, because listen, man, at the end of the day, this is the job. After we leave here, like we're not really friends. And this is the thing, right? Like having like a work friend is different from a friend.
Yeah.
Because like we friends, you know what I'm saying? We hang out outside of everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of this podcast, we hang out. Yeah. Outside of doing shit for the business, we hang out. But you can't have that at your job. Because again, it's like, then certain boundaries get crossed. You know what I mean? Where like once you cross that shit too, like you can't uncross it. Which is why, like I said, about like sleeping with your coworkers that I was talking about with Gaio, which by the time this episode comes out, that episode will already be out. So, yeah, I was talking to Gaio about it, bro, where I was like, you can't shit where you eat. Because then you just fuck up everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it only takes one time, too, for her to be pissed off. And again, going back to believe all women. All you got to do is say that you made her feel uncomfortable. Like, it don't even matter what you said.
Yeah.
It's just how you made her feel about it. And then you fuck. Because she's automatically getting the upper hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's, I agree with that. I don't work with a lot of women, but I work with some women, and they think I'm me.
Yeah.
And I don't come off at me. I don't try it, But I understand the fact that if I'm being friendly with you, if I'm doing all this, or if I even show interest, I might like you. If I show interest and then you don't like how I move with certain stuff and you say something, bam, now I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I'd rather keep this professional and leave it at that.
And you know what's crazy too though? Just speaking about that shit. It's like I've noticed, because again, women are naturally drawn to like power. And have you ever seen like the ugly manager, bro, that just be pulling all the hoes?
Man.
But it's like, but because again, bro, it's weird. Women like that power, even though it's like a small bit more of power. Like, well, I bet you, bro, these like the women that are under you, they gonna start like flirting with you and shit like that. Like, but that's always how it goes, bro.
It just be, yeah, that small power, it comes because they be like, okay, now that such and such is manager over this time frame, I really won't have to do too much. Or I really won't have to work and do this and do that. I can go chill with him when he's sitting around.
Yeah.
No. When I'm in the office, this door is locked and you're in your station.
Yeah, like it don't work like that.
Yeah, do what's needed because, like I said, if the higher ups look on camera and be like, well, why was she sitting in the office with you for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Or why were y'all doing this? Why were y'all... Now I'm trying to defend myself. I just got this position. Okay?
You're not gonna fuck it up.
I'm about to fuck it up. Because, as I said, he's talking about money, and I'm down for it. And at the end of the day, that's what's needed. I don't need the friendship. I don't need the relationship.
Fact.
Fuck that. I'm learning my lesson.
I got plenty difficult. Got plenty of friends.
Yeah, I got plenty of friends, plenty of fish.
So, by the way, real quick before we just dive into this, do you want to talk about your dating situation?
Nah.
You want to touch on it?
I'm gonna leave that alone.
See, that's gonna be playing on going back.
It's not that. It's not that. I just, like my nigga Kevin Gates. Shout out to my nigga Kevin Gates. I fuck with my nigga. He said some real shit. He was like, man, I'm not gonna speak on me and her situation. Cause at the end of the day, man, I love her, still got love for her. And, I'm gonna rock with it. I only wanna see the best and the positive for her. No shade thrown. Nothing. So
I didn't ask if you wanted
something
bad to happen.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like,
yeah, I'm not like, hey, you were evil on her.
I'm not gonna make it where people, they hear my side of the story, but will never hear her side of the story.
I didn't mean like what happened between y'all. I just meant more so like your status, like how
status wise. I understand that.
Okay, I'm just
at the end of the day, well, what happened? Why, females do that.
I guess.
Oh, what happened? You
ain't gotta bring it up.
You been so.
That's why
if they in my DM.
I'm gonna be real with you. Now, people are gonna find this very controversial. I actually kind of want to get your take on this. Should you tell a girl you ever been cheated on?
I have.
But this is my thing, though, right? Of course you have. Fuck with you. No, but look, I don't really think you should, though. But because it starts bringing up questions of like, well, hold on, why she cheat on you? And then she gonna start looking for reasons that you a red flag, dog. Like, real talk. Listen. Think what y'all want. I have done both of these. I have done one where from the get-go, because the girl's like, oh, you seem so nice. You seem so this, that, and the third. Why are you single? And I'm like, my girl cheated on me. She left, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, shit started, and let's be honest. Not even just women. People are fucking petty, bro. Yeah. You tell somebody you've been cheating on, they just hold on to that shit for like, when I'm mad at them.
That's why cheated. I see it.
Exactly,
wow.
Bro. So again, just to avoid that drama, and again, if you don't, and you're not necessarily, because I'm not telling you to lie. I'm not telling you to lie. I'm telling you to omit. I'm telling you that certain shit ain't got to be shared. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you tell her that, she looks for a reason as to like, why were you cheated on? Like you had, because let's be honest, the sisterhood runs deep. You had to do something. You had to do something. You had to be selling in some form of the relationship. It's not that this girl was, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just saying what sometimes happens. Some women, sometimes, bro, they're unfaithful for whatever their reason may be. Either the man is lacking in some sort of respect, or she's not feeling fulfilled in the relationship, blase, whatever. I don't give a fuck, bro. I mean, to a certain extent, I do think that if a man gets cheated on, you do have some fault because you are lacking in a certain area. But, and I'm not saying she is completely not at fault, because she definitely is.
I look at it like this. Just to answer your question first, I've done that on both sides. I've said it and I've not spoke on it. Yeah. But a lot of mine come from, why am I so unemotionally attached?
Like unemotionally available.
Yeah, and I'd be like, well, blase happened, and that just showed me that stop putting your feelings in certain situations because shit happens.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just heard this thing on this philosopher, whatever you call them, people who do the tests and studies and shit like that on relationships.
Mm-hmm.
They said women cheat more than men.
Yes. Listen.
The studies show women cheat more than men. And yes, the man may be lacking. The man may not have whatever's going on right in his situation, may not be fully mature enough. And sometimes it's just because that's who they are. That's what they want to do. The man can be perfect. And
listen, I'm going to be real with you, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, bro. Relationship success is predicated on female happiness. Have you ever noticed that? That's really the only person that matters of who's happy in the relationship.
That's why they always say happy
wife, happy life. Yeah. But this is my thing, right? Again, and this is why I tell y'all dudes, man, and I've been telling y'all Gaio, I've been telling y'all forever. You gotta put yourself first, B. Because if you don't and you pedestalize this woman, she's gonna lose respect for you. But not only that, again, if you're doing everything that you need to do right, because there's different levels of happiness. Because this is my thing, right? So me specifically, I get up at a strange time to make this money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And usually my day's pretty busy because I'm either working, I'm doing a podcast. Come here. I'm doing a podcast, or you know what I'm saying? Like there's some shit going on. I'm doing something most hours of the day. So I'm not really available like that. And a lot of women sometimes they're like, I feel like you ain't got no time for me. And I'm like, but you enjoy the money and you enjoy the lifestyle, right? It's like, yeah. And that's what comes with this shit. Like it is what it is. And guess what? They'll put up with it for a while. Because there's plenty of women that tell me, they're like, yeah, I just don't think you have enough time for me. That's fine. Later. But my whole point is this. It don't really matter about your happiness in most relationships. More women cheat than men. And listen, an uncomfortable truth, you know why? Because it's so much easier for women to cheat, bro. But that's why, as a man, you should be upset if your girl is entertaining other dudes. Because I don't think that cheating as a man is as bad as cheating as a woman. Now, I'm not saying it's right for men to cheat, but it's a lot harder for a dude to cheat, bro. Because you got to seduce a whole nother woman, bro, and convince her to fuck you.
Yeah, and then if she knows you have a female or somehow that comes out, like that's hard to try to still convince.
To navigate.
As far as a man, he can find out a female has a whole nigga, a whole husband, and still not care.
Yeah.
And
it's not even about the caring though, bro. It's so easy for women to get laid that again, that's why, bro, I tell you, for me personally, my girl, I don't want her to have no dude friends, bro. That's me personally. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying you can't go out, but at the same time, bro, like, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of women say I'm toxic for this. They say that I'm insecure, whatever. I think it's very secure, actually. I don't think there's nothing wrong with, okay, you want to go out to the club because it's your friend's birthday. I'll drop you off. I'll pick you up. Share your location with me. I've had women that go out, bro, that they'll text me all night. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be like, oh, I miss you. I'm thinking about you. Blah, blase, blase. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other women, bro, that, let's be honest, they go out with their girl. They forget they have a phone unless it's for the gram, it's for Snap, it's for all this other shit. Where it's like, see, you still want to live this single lifestyle, but you want me to just be at home like a goddamn fool. And I'm not boo-boo the fool. Last time I checked. I mean, I ain't checked in a minute, but last time I checked, I ain't boo-boo the fool.
But you're right on that aspect, though, because, like I said, they go out, and you either got one of the two.
Yeah.
One that keeps up with you, or ones that's ghost.
And I'm gonna tell you,
then it's like, the ghost ones come back and like, oh, everything's fine, I'm okay. But like, that was 5-6 hours ago that we last whatever.
No, that club closed at 2. You get home at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's like, it's wild, bro. Yeah. But not only that, right? Again, this ain't got nothing to do with insecurity. Before y'all be blowing this shit up, talking about booties insecurity. It's got nothing to do with insecurity, bro. If your girl loves, admires, and respects you, right? She's not gonna see no big deal with texting you throughout the night. I'm not asking you to. Again, if she respects you, she'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Like of her own volition. Just like I said, bro. I'm like, if you want to go out,
I don't know what volition means.
Like you're doing it of your own free will.
Okay.
So I'm saying like, because that's another thing, right? Like if a girl loves, admires, and respects you, bro, she won't have no problem with you dropping her off and picking her up. Cause I'll be like, okay, bet I'm gonna drop you off at this club. You have a fun night with your girl. I'm gonna go meet up with TJ or Slim or Pineapple Dan, like whoever the fuck I'm gonna go meet up with. I'm gonna go do my thing. Let me know when you're ready to get picked up, and I'll come pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't no big deal. But some women, they're like, oh, it's because you're trying to control me. You're trying to make sure that I stay where you left me. I'll be like, well, hold on. If you're going out with your girls, y'all supposed to stay where the fuck I left you at anyway, right? I was like, if you actually like hear their logic, because again, it's just this like, well, I'm not gonna let no man control me, and it's like, I'm not trying to control you. Again, this is just a respect factor. Where again, I'm gonna be honest, the girls that don't mind texting me all night, they don't mind me dropping them off. They're like, okay, daddy, I appreciate that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta spend no money on an Uber.
Also, it's like, I'm not, like you said, I'm not trying to control you. I'm not trying to dictate nothing you do. For one, I'm making sure you get to where you're going and where you coming home.
Make sure you're safe.
Like Ubers, all your friends might be drunk. Y'all might be drinking and all that. Now, y'all trying to drop 3-4 people off to make it home and drive by yourself. Nah, I understand that factor. Look, me, we both about to go out, but different locations.
Yeah.
I drop you off. I'll go do me. When you ready, I'll come scoop you.
Yeah.
Now, I don't see no smoke about that, but like I said, some females just wanna, no, you doing this because of this, and that. You don't trust me, da da da. Hey, ma, like, go ahead, do you? I'm not.
That's just like, you know what's wild, bro? I know this one chick, right? She takes her man everywhere. Everywhere she goes out, she brings her man. Okay, like everywhere. Even if it's an all girls night, she brings her dude. And I remember, bro, one of the chicks being like, because I picked her up later, right? And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe she takes him everywhere, blah, blah, blah. I said, what you mean? And she's like, oh, it's supposed to be a girls' night, and yet this guy is here. Like, how are we supposed to be ourselves? I said, no, how y'all supposed to be hoes when this nigga here and he gonna report back to all this other niggas? I'm like, listen, she respects her man enough that she's like, I respect you, I love you, I don't want to go out without you. Because the only thing that's gonna happen that if I go out without you, dudes are gonna hit on me. And I don't want no other niggas' attention. I want your attention, so I want you to come out with me. Which I don't see no problem with that. But again, women will try to tell their girl, like, girl, that's a red flag. He always want to go out with you. Like, no, I want him here. And they're like, you shouldn't do that, girl. He don't own you. He can't tell you what to do. Because then when he ready to go home, you got to leave. And she's like, and what's wrong with that? My man want to go home. I want to go home too. Like, I want to be with my man. Again, why? I don't understand this, right? And actually I do, because it's a societal thing. Society promotes a hedonistic lifestyle for women, which means that it's centered around their happiness in sex. Because again, bro, everything that they do is for attention from the opposite sex. Yeah. You know what I mean? And as your dude, quote unquote, according to society, you just supposed to be okay with it. Because if not, you toxic, small dick energy, you insecure, you know what I'm saying? You must be a broke nigga, like type shit like that. Where it's like, no, again, why would you not want to, if you with a man, right, that you love, admire, and respect, like as a woman, obviously, why would you not want your man to be there and be with you? And why can't you enjoy being out with your man and having a good time? Because some of these women, they act like, oh, fuck that, like I don't want to go out with my man, like we're not going to have a good time. Where it's like, well, bro, like, do you really love him? Do you really respect him? Do you even really want to be with him? If girls' night is more important than having a fun night out with your man.
See, with that, now, I'm against girl night. Not against my chick going, or not against my chick going to girl night.
No, I just mean the idea of it. Girls' trips also.
I don't want to be there. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be there. If my chick was to be like, oh, me and my sisters are going out to eat. Okay, enjoy yourself. Because for one, I don't want to have to sit here and listen to your sisters, your friends talk about all this stuff. I'm the only dude. It's not like I can really talk to y'all about certain things because y'all don't have the same mind frame or experience that I have as far as y'all dudes being there, and then we can kind of sports, whatever.
We can dip off to the side.
We can dip off and have our own combo. But if I'm with you, not saying I ain't trying to be my chick want me to go. But I don't want to sit here and round table about dudes and why your relationship ain't working and stuff like that.
But what I'm saying is this though. Do you see how she at least had the respect though to invite you out and be like, hey, I'm finna go out, but I want you to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, babe, do you want to go with me? I'm going to be with the girls. It's only gonna be girls. You'll be the only dude. Man, nah, you good. Again, but it was the respect of her asking. But yeah, nah, I'm good.
Because again, even if I get asked, then again, at least you're showing me the respect in the relationship where it's like, hey, you're my partner. I love you. I respect your opinion. If you don't want to go out with me or if you don't want me to go out to this situation, I completely understand. Because that's the thing, right? What were clubs built for, bro? For people to meet up and have sex. You know what I'm saying? People want to act like that's not what it is.
Oh, I thought it was the B and like the W and all that.
No, Scott. Bro, why do dudes go to clubs? Why do clubs hire attractive women to work at the bar? To attract dudes, right? Why do they have ladies' nights? Why do they let ladies in free till midnight? Whereas in dudes, you're only in free till like 9 p.m. Like a time that you ain't gonna show up type
Club
shit.
open at 8.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, bro, it's targeted to attract hot women and men to go there to be under the guise of, oh, hey, if you come here, there are hot women here, then maybe you could pull one to have sex with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate how people try to be like, no, I just want to go because I just want to dance with my girls. Go to a gay club. I'm sorry, what? But I literally asked a girl that outside of a club. I was like, because she's like, because I was like, why do you go out? Because I just want to dance with my girls and turn up. I said, then why not go to a gay bar? She said, what? I said, why not go to a gay spot? And she's like, well, I mean, I like the music. I was like, it's a club. They basically have the same mixes, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? All the DJs just play what's hot. Which, the shit that's hot is hot all over. It's a universal fucking shit that's jumping. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, they don't get no male attention at their fucking gay bar. You know what I'm saying? But it's wild though. But, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I say I'm against girls trips and I'm against girls nights, what I'm saying is this: if your girl has a friend who's a hoe, right? What have I said before? You're the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most. If your girl has 5 hoe friends, guess what she is? The 6th hoe, baby. And it might not be. Listen, maybe not the first time, maybe not the second time, maybe not the third time, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, bro. Her friends are going to be entertaining dudes. So dudes are going to be coming up to the table and stuff like that. And this is not before y'all try to attack me and say, oh, that's not trusting, Boogie. Listen, it's not that I don't trust my girl. I trust the locks on my truck. You know why? Because the factory made them hoes. I know that shit is trustworthy. The bitch ain't going to malfunction. What I don't trust is the motherfucker with the crowbar that's going to bust my shit. Why am I going to trust a dude not to be a dude, bro? Because, let's be honest, we've been single dudes in the club. What are we doing, bro? Sure. I can't tell you how many times I've had girls who are in the club with their man be looking at me. Or I go to the club. Tory Lane said it best, bro. Your girl's single if she meet the right nigga. Yeah. Then she meet me. And it's like, come on, sir. Yeah. How the fuck you think this is?
I agree with that one. Because shit, she can be all this super lovey-dovey at the house, but that moment you out of sight and you don't know where she at, and she in that club, and that right nigga pull up to that table with her and her friends. It's 4 of them, 4 dudes. It's everybody get a partner.
What? Listen,
and it's like
a motherfucker show up, right? Your girl show up at the bar. She looking good. Her friends looking good. Dudes in the VIP looking. They like, hey man, you want to come on over here? I got a man. Well, I mean, I don't really see your man here, but guess what? My man Tito's back at the table though. We got 3 bottles right now. You know what I'm saying? You and your girl can drink for free. And then again, them whole friends, they be like, come on, girl, we just gonna drink. I mean, come on, it's free. Let's just go over there. We ain't gotta do nothing. We just gonna dance and have a good time. So, and then again, that right motherfucker pull up, and then he gets to talking he gets to spin that game, talking all in your earpiece, licking your shit. Then all of a sudden you just gonna be like, months later, your man might be like, who the fuck is Boogie? Why he in your phone texting you all this shit? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, dog. Because again, I've been on both sides of that. Where I'm that dude in the club, where again, this chick has a man, but conveniently she forgets about him for the night. You know what I'm saying? And I've also been a dude where, you know, back in my sipping days, where I'm like, no, babe, please. I'm not controlling. I'm not toxic. Go out with your friends. And she's like, don't worry, baby. We're going to be home at 2. It's 5 a.m. All of a sudden you sneaking in. And I'm like, the fuck you doing? And this was the audacity. The lie was so dumb. And this is how you know one didn't know logic go into this story. She said, we did get home at 2. We've been outside. I said, ain't no way. Whoa. You've been outside 3 hours. You don't smoke. Shit. And then her excuse was, we didn't want to wake you. I said, our bedroom is all the way in the back of the apartment. You could have came in the front door. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have woke me up. I would actually appreciate it. Been like, hey, baby, I'm home. Me and my homegirl, we finna sit in the living room and talk because we don't want to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? That's just wild, bro. And then you bring it up. And then they try to make you feel like the asshole for bringing it up. Where it's like, what? Bitch, excuse me?
Yeah, but I swear, let it be vice versa. Let you say, hey, I'm going to be in at 2.
You show up at 2:35. You fuck.
Nigga at 2:01. Estimated ETA. Huh? You said you was gonna be here. Where you at? Oh, now
yeah. Bro said this club. It take exactly 12 minutes to get here.
Closes at 2.
Yeah.
It is 2:15. The club is 5 minutes away. Where are you at? Damn. Okay, my bad. And listen, man.
Society is made up of a double standard that,
and niggas
again, helps women, bro. And this is the thing, though, right? Women want to talk about how oppressed they are. You know what's crazy? I asked this, right? I asked this to a woman the other day. Because she was talking about how women are oppressed and all this other stuff. I said, okay. I said, I want you to do me a favor. She's like, what? I said, tell me one right that a man has that a woman don't. She's like, one right. Like, she repeated it back to me slow. I said, one right that a man has that a woman does not. And she's like, well, this is that. I said, no. I said, that's a privilege. I said, tell me a right, a fundamental right that all humans have. But tell me one that a man has that a woman don't. I said, I can give you a couple that women got that men don't got. You get in the club for free. I don't give a fuck how good I look. Ever. I ain't never gonna get it for free. Never ever.
And a group of girls will never walk by and be like, oh yeah, he coming with us. No.
Never.
A bouncer one will be like, oh my nigga, you swagged out. Come with me.
Never.
Well,
you
go to a gay club, you might get it.
I ain't never tried. Actually, no. Yes, I did. I went to a gay bar this weekend. This shit happened. Because Shot Splash for Radio, me, Pineapple Dan, and Slim, we went to Washington, and you know they got that gay bar, Handlebar, over there.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, they have a gay bar called Handlebar, and it's a gay club or whatever, or gay bar. But I mean, it's a gay bar because it's all male bartenders, but there was tons of hoes. So I was like, well, shit, listen. I was like, why not? So we go in there, and again, we didn't get in for free. And you say so myself, the boys was looking swagged up. But we didn't get in for free is all I'm saying. Because that's my whole point. You know what I mean? Again, when it comes to parental rights, bro, it's skewed heavily towards women's favor. I was talking to Gaio about this, because again, it's not going to drop to this Friday, but whenever y'all hear it, y'all know the story. Bro, women can go to an abortion clinic, never have to let the man know, get a full-ass abortion without any sort of, father figure, he ain't got to sign a bitch-ass thing. She just goes by herself and says, I don't want this baby. It don't matter how bad you wanted that motherfucker. Your opinion is invalid, which I get it. Your body, your choice, I understand. You know what I mean? Because that goes back to my wallet, my choice. You see what I'm saying? Because women don't really give men the option, and that's a privilege that women have that men don't. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. There are tons of privileges, and men have privileges too. I'm just saying. Yeah. There are no rights.
I don't feel like we just have privileges though. Honestly, it's nothing I can say that, just because I'm a man, this is the way it is. Because in especially nowadays, with everything going, women are pretty much in the same boat or even higher. Everybody, when I say everybody, I mean the alphabet community also. Everybody is having some form of a right change.
Yeah.
Throughout every couple months, you hear something new pop up about this can't happen, this gonna happen, can't do this, can't do that. I push a person down, he screamed, Bloody Mary, and the cops come, oh, I'm gay, he pushed me. Oh, I got a hate crime now. Nigga, you was just talking to my girl. How the fuck I pushed you away from my bitch and now you gay?
You was crazy because, you know what? He was trying to ask for her nail polish.
Yeah, that was gonna come out.
Look, you know what's crazy though? Again, bro, the worst thing you can be in society right now, which is strange, and again, talking to Guy,
is straight.
A straight man. A straight masculine man is the worst thing you can be in society right now.
You're a minority.
It's wild. Now, there's a straight white man, you're definitely worse than the rest of them. According to, I'm not shitting on straight white men. What I'm saying is, as far as society goes, bro, motherfuckers just hate straight white men. Well, I'm like, God damn, son. I'm talking about, bro, you having to pay for shit. You ain't have no part. You ain't never not once owned a slave. You ain't never not once seen a cotton field. But you got to pay for all that shit. Speaking of cotton field, by the way, I was working the other day, right? No, listen. Y'all, this is crazy. Y'all can look this shit up. This is a real place. I went to go pick up, right? They're like, hey, we need you to go, super south of Houston. I was like, oh, okay. Where's, a different county? I couldn't even tell you the county. I'm driving there. There's somebody navigating me. And I was like, hey, what street am I going to turn down? He's like, I don't even know if I can say this street. I said, what you mean? And he's like, it's called Coon Creek. I said, what? And he's like, it's called Coon Creek. You got to make a left on Coon Creek. And I'm like, Man, they got a lot of raccoons, dog. We don't know this shit. Now listen, when you make a left down Coon Creek, there's 3 cotton fields. Like, listen, I didn't even know we still had cotton fields in Texas, B.
Hey, I don't believe it.
When I say there's 3 big ass cotton fields, I'm talking about, bro, there's 1 on your right and 2 on your left. Where I'm like, you think they changed the name? I'm like, you think the woke mob would have got to this place? Hell no. Listen, you see number Trump flags and it says Coon Creek. I'm like, ooh. But I just thought it was so funny because he's like, I don't even know if I can say this name. I'm like, that's a street, dog. Like, we're in here by ourselves. I'm not gonna tell on you. What's the name of the street? Coon Creek, huh?
You should have said that. Just show me the direction.
But it's just funny.
Rosie.
What's
I don't know. Kobe. Rosie's dog.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
Bro,
going.
you hate dogs. By the way, people keep telling me how much you hate dogs, and they say that's a red flag. They say you seem kind of like an asshole. They can see why you don't get no women.
I don't hate dogs.
Because listen, players love dogs.
I hate dogs that are not mine.
You ain't got no dogs, motherfucker.
Okay, so I hate all dogs.
Okay, then, so you hate all dogs.
That's not mine because they're annoying.
Bro.
Okay.
What do you mean?
He keeps bothering me. He keeps looking at me.
He's not bothering me.
He do. He come up and smell my leg.
You know, and I hope Rosie listens to this too, bro. You're abusing Kobe.
I'm not abusing Kobe, Rosie.
Bro,
Don't think
him,
that.
bro.
Don't think that.
You abuse him.
I pet him.
Whatever, bro. Pet him with your foot?
Yeah.
You ain't worth shit.
Okay, he barks when he hear my car.
He barks for everything.
No.
Yes, he does. No, yes, he does.
No. He barks when he smells me. He smells nigga. and barks.
Oh my God.
Okay? That's what he smells.
He's been hanging out by Coon Creek.
Nigga, that's what he. Oh, nigga, I smell cotton.
What?
That's what I see.
That's some cheap ass shirts you
That's
got.
okay. And he the first one that Max don't run to the door as fast as we do.
No.
Max used to me.
Speaking of which, let's get real anecdotal real quick. But Rep, tell me why these 2 motherfuckers bring out the worst in each other. Listen,
I seen them the other day.
No.
They was fighting in the yard.
Not only that, bro, did you see that big ass hole? Bro, Max has been here for months. Never not once dug. I left them outside. Now listen, it was partially my fault. I'm gonna be honest. I left them outside. I accidentally fell asleep. So I took a nap for like 45 minutes. My brother came home. He's like, have you seen the dogs? I said, what you talking about? He's like, have you seen the dogs, bro? I said, no. He opens the door. I see both their faces covered in mud, bro. Paws covered in mud. I said, what the fuck? He's like, they dug a big ass hole. He's like, right by the gutters, and like where there's all the water and all the mud. I'm like, what the fuck, man? But look, Max been here for months, bro. Never dug a hole. Before Max was here, he used to come over here all the time, bro. Never did no shit like that. I'm like, the fuck? Like, they just bring out the worst in each other, bro.
That's what they do.
They just like some badass kids. You remember that badass friend you used to have?
Yeah, they siblings. That's what. Hey, what can we fuck up this?
Look, he's like, look out, cuz up. What kind of shit you think we'll get into today? Like, just bad motherfucker.
Look out, Pinky.
Badass motherfuckers. The problem is, though, I can't tell which was Pinky, which was Red. They both so goddamn goofy. Yeah. Look, I love both of them, bro, but they just goofy to the motherfuckers.
That's how they are. I say, man, they attacked me out there when he left.
Nobody attacked you.
They did. He went and got a coffee. I had to run for my life. I had to stand on the table. Rosie, your dog? Shut up. Why you lying? He's against me.
Whatever, man.
I believe it.
He don't be hanging out down at Coon Creek.
Yeah, sure. They named it after him.
They named it after him. So he's the coon then.
Yeah. His bloodline. It came from his bloodline. His dog.
So he a coon dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
His ancestors.
His ancestors, huh? I he's a little mutt though. But that shit is funny though, how like, because speaking of that, right, like with kids and stuff like that, I remember, I'm not putting blame on anybody, but I was a fairly good kid. No, listen. I was a good kid, and I'm not even gonna blame the other kids. I'm gonna blame my mama. But this is why though, before y'all just, because my mom listens to this, so I just wanna let you know it's your fault, not playing. But, nah, son, like, I took the divorce really hard, like, between my parents and stuff like this. So I just started, like, looking for ways to act out. And, you know, when bad kids just see you kind of, like, towing the line of being bad, like, where you just say some bullshit, like, the teacher tells you to do something, and you're like, I don't want to do it. You know, like, some little small shit. And then they're like, we got us another one, boss.
Yeah.
And now they got you doing bad shit. Bro, I remember how I started, the teacher told me to do something, bro. Like, oh, I had my head down. And she's like, can you pick your head up? I said, no, and I'm not going to. That day at lunch, bro, shout out to Ronnie. Ronnie approached me, bro, little short black motherfucker. And he approached me, and he's like, hey, what's up, man? We get close or whatever. This is all left. Also, this is 5th grade, so get over it. I'm a child. Statute of limitations. I remember, bro, me and Ronnie did not have a cell phone. And we knew this girl that did in class. Tell me why. Ronnie goes to go flirt with that girl. I take the cell phone out of her bag, right? Turn it off, take out the battery, all that jazz, put it in my backpack. We leave. Me and Ronnie used to stay in the same neighborhood, right? So we have the phone. I leave it at home the next day. We show up. Now, listen, one of the bad things and good things about going to school together, there are cameras everywhere. So, which, thankfully, because no school shootings. But, however, bad for me because I got caught like a motherfucker. I didn't even know it. I'm on CCTV. Goddamn me. Yeah. So they caught my stupid ass. Another time, bro, I remember this one white boy. He was an Irish kid, Michael. Now, don't tell me why, but he brought ninja stars to school. Okay, he brought. I don't know how he got them past the metal detector, but they're like full metal ninja stars. And bro, tell me why. Look. But again, me and Ronnie. So now me, Ronnie, and Michael, we in the bathroom, we sharpen them, okay? Because they were dull. He just got them. So they're dull. We sharpen them because we got the bricks in the bathroom. So we sharpen them up against the bricks, make them nice and sharp. The teacher has to go step out for something, bro. And me, Michael, and Ronnie are just throwing these hoes around the class, stabbing them into the walls. I'm talking about, we go, because me and Michael are trying to give him a stick, like trying to do it like a ninja, throwing them sideways and shit like that, and they not sticking. And Ronnie figured it out first. If y'all can see the video on YouTube, he grabs it like this and will flick it like that. And then the hoe just boom, stuck in the wall. And then we heard the teacher come back. Ronnie, and like I said, bro, he's little. So he like jumps up on the counter, grabs that hoe, and then sits on the counter, because then the door opens. So he's just sitting on the counter. He's like, Ronnie, the fuck is you doing something? I ain't even doing nothing, bro. I'm just sitting here with the. Which I'm like, listen, thank God you just sitting on the counter. How, bro, if you're a teacher right now, listen, shout out to this very nice white lady. I don't remember your name. But bro, I don't know. How do you react to seeing a ninja, to seeing a child with a ninja star? Not even listen, fuck the part that Ronnie's black. Like, just seeing a kid, period, with a ninja star, you gotta be like,
in a classroom full of kids.
And it's a bad kid that you constantly talk shit to. So you gotta be like, we can talk about this, Ronnie. Like, you gotta talk motherfucker off the land. Listen, automatically, I'm like, he brought these for me. Like, this is my downfall. I never thought, like, listen, on the things that I thought were gonna happen today, getting stabbed by a ninja star was the very least.
This is on 1,000 ways to die.
Like, this is ridiculous.
Right, yeah.
But it's just ridiculous, though, bro. But I was a good kid, and then again, the motherfuckers just pick up on you kind of being bad. Like, you remember when you start being bad? Be real about it.
I do. It's when I found out I had a sibling.
Yeah.
Now, I'm the second oldest.
Yeah.
So he was there first. I came into the world knowing,
ready to fuck it up.
I got a big brother.
Yeah.
So now, whatever he do, I do.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna take the blame. Oh, it didn't work that way.
No.
It didn't work. We both was getting ass whoopings.
Yeah. Ass tennis.
I can't blame my mama. I can just blame my brother. We was bad. We was horrible fucking both. Yeah. And like, I was telling somebody stories the other day, and they were just shaking their head like, damn, like, for real? I'm like, bro, we're bad.
See, I think that's different, though, because, like, me and my siblings, I don't want to say we were bad, but we got into, like, some shit. Because, again, so me, my brother, and Rose, we were all born pretty close to each other, to where, like, the biggest gap we have is me and Rose, and we're, like, 3.5 years apart. So we grew up real close.
Yeah.
And we would just get into, like, dumb shit where, like, oh, bro, I remember the first time my dad got a camera. Or my mom got a camera. One of them got a camera. Anyway, it was at the house, right? And we found out you could make videos. Bro, we made silent, because you could record audio, though, right? Yeah. So it was only the video. Bro, we recorded, quote-unquote, silent movies. And now, listen, we would make, like, these, like, fighting movies. Because we used to love, like, Kung Fu and shit. Now, listen, none of us know Kung Fu. So the only thing we know is to throw fists. And I remember, bro, this one video we made, which we thought was so funny. We timed it perfectly, bro, to where it looks like I hit the shit out of Rose with a chair right in the face. And look, she did such a good job acting, bro. Like, I swung it and she like act like she fucking died, son. And then all of a sudden, just in the video, I'm just like stomping her, but you can't see her no more. So, bro, I remember my mom saw that video on the camera. She rushed inside of Rose and grabbed her face. She's like, oh my God. She like showed my dad. She's like, you just let them do this fucking shit. And he's like, he's asleep. My mom used to work night shift, so she comes home. It's like 4 in the morning, so everybody's sleeping. She's like, what the fuck? Like, you just let them do this shit? And then she runs, wakes my sister up, looks at her face, and then she's looking at us. Ah! So, like I said, we were not bad. I'd say that's creative video.
Yeah, that is.
That's creative. But it wasn't like getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course, getting in trouble with your parents, but it's different than like actually getting. Because like I remember getting in big trouble for the cell phone thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember like I got suspended for like 3 days.
See, with me and like all my siblings were 3 years apart.
Yeah.
So we grew up with that small gap, but we were still there. Now me and my sister was the closest out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now me and her used to do some horrible shit. Now we like, you know how your walls, if you wet them, you kind of see that stain on them.
Yeah.
Now we used to be in the house, cut off all the lights, and go get the turkey basters, water balloons, get the little syringes, and have full-fledged water fights in our living room.
Oh.
Now we got TVs, computers.
I bet your mama love that.
This is how we got away with it. Okay,
You got away?
We was getting away.
Okay.
So we doing our throwing water balloons, furniture soap, everything soap.
Yeah.
We hear the garage come up.
Ooh.
Damn. So my mom used to have to walk through the kitchen, walk through the living room to come to the hallway where the rooms are.
Mm-hmm.
We just cut off all the lights. We left little beacons of light for her to see. One in the kitchen, one in the hallway.
So y'all ain't been spraying.
Yeah, so you can see how to navigate through the kitchen. You can see the light leading you to the hallway.
Yeah.
So you ain't gotta see shit else because ain't nothing in your path.
Yeah.
You just go to the light, follow the light.
Yeah.
And she did that, and get on off. Then she come home late, so it was like, okay, she really ain't gonna be in the living room.
Yeah.
So we just gotta pray everything dry. We did that for a long time until stepdad came home. Want to sit on the couch.
Right. Why is it so dark in here? Dude.
Yeah, why is everything wet? And you know how you try to fake sleep?
Oh, for real.
But you shaking because you're like,
I got some fake sleep
and
stories.
you like, oh yeah, ass whoopings.
Bro,
Ass whoopings.
I remember pretending to sleep, and before, right, my dad used to wake me up because he'd be like, hey, get the fuck up. And I'll be like, huh? You try to act like you're all tired. What's going on, Dad? Like, terrible child acting. Yeah, terrible child acting. We're like, what's wrong, Dad? Don't act like you was asleep. The fucking school called. What? Why did the school call? And it's like, you will find out right now. Then all of a sudden you wide awake. Yeah, no, Dad, please. Oh, God, no, please, no. You know what I'm saying? To where, finally, bro, I remember the first time it ever happened where I quit faking to be asleep because that's what happened. I pretended to be asleep, right? And you know how you face away from the door because you don't want him to look at your face and see your eyeballs moving. Yeah, see eyeball moving and shit. Bro, I'm under the covers like this, bro, like fully covered up.
Then
so
he
he can't see
swing
me.
in ways you really never lay.
Never, bro.
I think this is the right way to lay.
Why was shit? Because he's like, how does a sleeping person lay down? So I'm bundled up, bro, like fetal position on my side, like you said, shaking. Because I'm like, bro, do not let my dad focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh God. I was like, hopefully he don't wake me up. I hear the door open, right? All of a sudden, I don't hear nothing. And I'm like, oh shit. He might have just let me make it because he thinks I'm asleep. He whooped my ass. He didn't even wake me up this time. He just started flinging. And now I'm caught up in the covers. You fucked now. Because now you're all entangled and shit like that. You're like, oh Lord. But he just started whooping my ass, son. But the worst one I remember was, God, dog. I don't remember what I did. So
Man, hold on, just to shout this out. For y'all generation now, this is not child abuse.
No,
this is how we were raised.
Yeah.
You whoop a child now, CPS is everywhere. All kind of shit's going on. But back then, this was how we got understandings.
Bro,
This is how we learned our lessons.
let me tell you how dumb I am. So listen, my brother is a bit fatter than I am. So his clothes are bigger than mine, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I used to do. I remember, bro, I fucked up in school. And they told me I was going to call my dad. I was like, fuck, bro, he's going to whoop my ass. I went home, no bullshit. I put on like 12 pairs of underwear and then put on my brother's pants. Because I'm like, bro, my dad's just going to hit me and I'm not going to feel it. I don't got all this cushion and shit. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I remember I show up and then my dad looks at me and I look like I'm wearing a diaper. So he's like, Junior, I'm like, yeah.
I already cried.
Yeah, Dad? No, you're crying once he calls you in because he's like, come here. He's like, you're hoping that you have some pity on your ugly looking ass. Where he's like, please. And bro, I remember he called me in and he's like, come here. And he sees me walking like bow-legged and shit, like I just got done riding horses all through Wake's home. So he sees me and he's like, put your pants down. I said, huh? He said, pull your pants down. So I put my pants down. Again, it looks like I'm wearing a diaper for me. So then he's like, I want you to pull down every layer that you have on, and for every layer you put on, it's gonna be an extra ass whooping. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, why I have to go so high? I'm like, why is it 3? So bro, and he's like, and the pants count as 1. I'm like, no. So I'm having to just go, son. And he just got, and the one person got him out loud. So I'm like, oh no, like please. And like I done lost count myself. So I'm like, how many did I put on? I'm like, Lord, please be like 2 or 3. You know, like you trying to like in your mind, you're like, if these could just melt into each other, bro. I'm trying to grab them 2 at a time. He's like, he's like, that's 2. I'm like, fuck.
See, oh God, I had that experience. I had my 2 fucked up experiences. I remember. One was I did the same thing. Got in trouble at school, so I beat him home. I put on extra boxers, extra shorts, like everything. I get the ass whooping. I make it. So I'm like, bet. But now he says, get up and start cleaning this room. So I'm like, all right. So now I know I get up, I'm done. The ass whooping, I played it off perfectly. I get up and start picking up shit, and I bend over, and all you see is boom, 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 boom. He said, what are you wearing? I said, huh? He said, what? Take your pants off. I said, no, but the ass whooping really did hurt. I swear to God, I was really crying. He said, oh no, we gonna make sure that you felt this. Take everything off. I started, from that day before I started getting the ass whooping, his ass naked. Because he was like, you're not trying this again.
Yeah, no,
man. Like,
yeah, after that, I have my
like,
hands down every time.
Whoopings
Every time.
Naked. We ain't trying. I want skin on belt.
It's worse though when they miss your ass and get you like your back.
Oh, stop moving. That's
yeah,
stop moving.
It's
Stop
your
it.
fault.
Don't pretend.
It's your fault.
Yeah. And then the second time I think about it because it was so funny and I got it off of a movie. So I get in trouble. I get suspended from school. Now I'm in Acres Home. This is one street by my house that is just a straight street.
Yeah.
It's no corners, no turns, no nothing.
Yeah.
You got to literally walk all the way down this straight street to get to the other end. So I'm walking down the street. I see my dad coming.
Yeah.
I turn. I'm like, fuck. I'm supposed to be in school. It's like 11.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, I gotta be in school. How am I gonna play this off? You know what? Act like you're tying your shoe. Then that. I slowly see the wheel of the car. So I'm looking up like this, but I'm acting like I'm tying my shoe. I see the wheel of the car stop by my head. I still tie my shoe. Still
Longest shoe tie ever.
Longest shoe tie ever. I hear, TJ. Oh, hey, my little sister is in the passenger seat crying, laughing. Because she's like, I can't believe this nigga really tried.
Shout out to Ami.
Shout out to Ami. I am sitting there like, he like, what are you, now this is an excuse I came up with.
Okay.
So he like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm walking home.
Yeah.
He like, where are you coming from? School.
School the other way.
He was like, first off, I went to school off Hardy Toll. So
Yeah.
I'm in Acres Home.
Yeah.
My school is 30.
It's a minute.
It's
I must say it's a
45
minute.
minutes away. So for one, that's the ass whooping line.
Yeah.
You're not coming from school. 2, your school dropped you off at the house. They're not gonna drop you off anywhere else.
Yeah.
You're picked up from the house, dropped off down. So miss me with that. Where are you coming from? Why aren't you in school? Well, see what happened was something happened and all the electronics and computers and everything in school shut down.
Yeah.
So they sent us home early.
Yeah.
Oh really? So where's your report card? I said, I just told you all the computers were down.
Yeah.
So they sent everybody home.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, go ahead and go home. I'm like, ooh, that worked. I made it home playing the game. 10 minutes into me playing the game, phone ring, I pick it up. Hello, it's my mom. Oh, I'm in trouble now. She's into details.
Yeah.
Hey, so what did you say happened at the school? I said, well, my mom was school, computer shut down, da da da. I ran the same story. I hear another voice.
Trying to be consistent.
Yeah, I hear another voice on the phone. Well, Mr. Maiden, the school is active and running.
Oh no.
I said, huh. So my mom like, okay, ma'am, so nothing's going on? She's like, no, we see here that Mr. Maiden was suspended for 3 days.
Oh no.
Huh. And his report card, oh man, I'm faxing that over to you right now.
Oh, son.
Whew. Now, I love my family to death. Might sound fucked up, y'all. I have to swallow.
I like the big dog.
I'm about to say something fucked up. I love my family to death. Wouldn't trade them for nobody. Now, that day, I wished it was a mass crash on the freeway.
Oh my God.
And my parents was in it.
Oh my.
So I get this ass whooping.
Yeah.
That was coming. Because I was about to get an ass whooping from my dad when he returned for lying to him.
Yeah.
Then I was going to get an ass whooping from my mom
For lying
when
to
she
him.
came.
Yeah.
Then I was going to get another ass whooping for all the shit that I did. All together. You lie, you spend it all, you fucking felon. How the fuck you get a 13?
Yeah.
I was getting all this ass whooping. I just prayed that, please, just this day, let something happen, and I don't get to that.
Bro, I remember, so similar story to that of walking home, right? I remember, though, I got sent to alternative school. So for y'all that don't know what alternative school is, it's like a school for bad kids. Like, you fuck up at your regular school, they send you to basically a mini prison for children, where they're like, you gonna walk and follow the arrows on the floor, you gonna get fed frozen bologna sandwiches and milk, and you gonna sit there with a color-coded shirt system to get out of this shit.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I'm at this alternative school, right? Now, it's no badass fucking kids. But, bro, tell me why somebody brought a sack of marbles on the bus, right? Your face already knows. You know where it's going. People start throwing marbles at each other. I'm talking about like wailing on each other. One of them hoes missed and hit the rear view mirror for the bus driver. Bus driver freaks the fuck out. She's like, I can't stand it. No. I cannot take it no more. Fuck this. I'm taking y'all back to school. She takes us all the way back to school. The AP, the assistant principal gets on the bus and says, who threw the marble? Of course, we all back. So we all shut the fuck up. So the assistant principal's like, don't nobody know? Okay, I'm going to call the cops and say that one of y'all tried to assault the bus driver. Now, one of the this is how you know it's bad kids. He's like, fuck you, I'm on probation, I'm leaving. And he opened the emergency door on the bus, bro, and jumped off. So now the other two kids on probation, they're like, I'm out too. So now all of a sudden, we all hop out, bro. Now listen, this is like I don't know if y'all ever seen this, bro. Maybe you have. Do you remember that 90s movie? It was called Kids. They used to show it in alternative school. And it was like those kids that were in New York. And like they're just a bunch of bad kids, and anyway, it talks about like the dangers of having like child sex. They talk about how one of these kids catches AIDS and gives like the whole school damn near. Yeah, all these kids are skipping school all day, getting into street fights, beat up homeless people, and like doing just bad shit. I was in this movie, son, because look, we get off the bus, right? We start walking home. This dude in a truck. Now, listen, don't tell me why. We dumbass kids. We mobbing deep. Taking up the whole street, bro.
Always love that.
Then look, this dude pulls up. He's honking at us. He's like, ah, like running up behind us like he's going to hit us. And all of a sudden, we like turn to the side and he's like, do y'all dumb motherfuckers want to get run over? And one of the kids is like, fuck you, run me over, pussy. And so the dude's like, all right, I'm going to get a running start. The dude backs up, bro, starts hauling ass towards us, swerves at the last second before he hits us, bro. I don't know why one of these dumbass kids punches the truck, because he just, on the GP, because the truck passes up and he's hitting the brakes, swerving out of our way. Dude punches the tailgate, like the back of the truck. That old man gets off and he's like, who punched my truck? And then the biggest kid is like, I did that shit. Now I'm in like 10th grade at the time, so it's high school. You know what I'm saying? So we like 15 type shit. Most of us are like,
yeah.
The youngest person there was like 13. So it's 13 to 16-year-old kids, bro. And there's like 12 of us. We deep as fuck. Which I don't know why this man got out this fucking truck. But he got out the truck. He's like, who the fuck hit my truck? And the biggest one, who is not that big, he's about like, maybe like 6 feet. And he's like, I did that shit. So the dude comes over to come like give him a stern talking to. Allegedly. We all beat the shit out of this old man. We all beat the shit out of him, bro. Take his truck and we all just drive ourselves home.
Oh, man.
Because look, the alternative schools are hardy, bro.
I know, right?
Yeah. I live in Greensboro, so it's a minute. So we walking for a minute. This shit happens. We take this man's truck, allegedly, and drive ourselves home, bro. Well, I didn't drive. I'm in the backseat. I'm in the fucking... Allegedly. I'm in the truck bed. So everybody's getting dropped off. I don't know what happened to this truck. Listen, Oh God, I don't know what happened to this truck. I don't know what happened to that old man. But I never saw either one of those two things again. So anyway, I get home, bro. And I remember before we get this truck, we had to run across Hardy because we're so dumb. Like, it's not even where we're dumb, but we just don't give a fuck to where we're like, we could walk to the next bridge and walk over. But instead we're like, we're just gonna run straight across fucking Hardy, B, which is a very busy tollway, guys. Man, it's busy. 4 lanes wide on both sides, busy as shit. Speed limit's like 70, dog. And in Houston, when the speed limit's 70, you know we're not even. Yeah. So we run across this motherfucking Hardy, bro, before we run to this dude with this truck. I remember, I did not know this at the time. I did not have this information. I make it home. My dad's like, why you home so late? I'm like, I had to stay for after school activities. What after school activity? It's alternative school. Y'all can't do shit. And I was like, fine. It was detention day. Because I'm like, if I could mitigate the ass whooping, I just tell him I got detention. I was like, it will be an ass whooping, but it will not be the ass whooping I'm going to receive. And I was like, all right, I didn't want to say nothing because I knew I was going to be in trouble. I got detention. He's like, you got detention, huh? And I was like, yeah. Now, this when we still had house phones. I know y'all motherfuckers don't know nothing about this. When you had house phones, there was a thing, you could leave a message. And that bitch plays on speaker. He's like, that's crazy. He's like, well, go ahead, come inside. You know, detention's not that bad. We'll go ahead and talk about it. And I was like, okay, Dad. And I come inside the living room. I'm like, am I about to get shown mercy? And then he's just like, oh, hold on. No, we got a message real quick. Let me play it. And it's the AP talking about, hey, so some kids were throwing marbles on the bus. I don't know why your son just hopped off the bus with all the rest of the kids. He wasn't in trouble. He just left of his own free will. But we don't know where they're at. They just left. And I'm like, well, that's only half the story, Dad. I'm like, come on, you don't even know nothing. Bro, the ass whooping I got off that hoe was ridiculous. But listen, the worst ass whooping I ever got, which is also the funniest ass whooping I ever got. I don't know how we did this, bro. But I remember my dad coming out. He's yelling at us, right? And he's like, hey, I'm trying to sleep. Y'all shut the fuck up. And we were like, okay. I don't know why. We start telling jokes to each other. And to me, it's the funniest fucking shit. I'm laughing extra loud. And my dad comes out there with a belt in his hand. And he's like, didn't I tell y'all to be quiet? And for some reason, I cannot stop laughing. Like, I'm talking about, bro, gut busting, holding my stomach. Like, I cannot stop laughing. And then my dad's like, that shit's funny. And then, bro, he hits me like as hard as he can, like 10 times. And he's like holding me up. And then he's like, is that shit still funny? And I remember, bro, just looking up, and I'm like, I swear I'm trying to cry so hard. And I'm still laughing so hard. And then he's like, get your dumb ass away from me. But, bro, that was the funniest and craziest, because I'm telling you, bro, I don't know why I couldn't stop laughing. I don't even know what the fuck. To this day, I couldn't tell you what's that funny. And I don't know why. Even during the ass whooping, I was just so, whatever it was so funny, I could not stop.
Man. I could say though, it wasn't fun or nothing. I cried, but the most wildest ass whooping I've ever had. Like, a lot of people don't know. Okay, my birthday April 2nd, April 10th, 2002. I broke my leg. Okay, my left leg broke. I shattered my femur riding a horse. So I go through all that. They put a body cast on me. Now, when I say body, I mean body.
Full thing?
From right under my armpits.
Oh, you had one of them?
From right under my armpits to the tip of my toe.
Oh, wow.
So it was fully cut, and all I had was a cut for my private and a cut for my ass. And I had a bar. Yeah, and I had a bar across my chest so I could get lifted because I couldn't walk. I couldn't wear clothes. So they had to give me my dad's underwear. That's all I wore. My dad's underwear. So that was it. Because I didn't have to wear nothing.
How long did you have to wear that?
I wore that all summer.
Oh, dude, 3 months?
Yeah. Damn, it was the worst of my life.
That's rough.
It was rough. It's Houston.
Yeah, I was saying it's hot.
So, and this is why I know my siblings ride. Like, we ride. Mm-hmm. We got in trouble for something in the living room. I can't remember, but my dad was asleep. And he comes to pretty much say the same thing. Like, y'all chill. Yeah. Like, y'all chill out. I'm in this full body cast. Everybody else is running around. I'm just there. So we going ham. We're going ham. He comes back in there. He's like, something happened. He's like, so who did it? And nobody say nothing. Yeah. So he's like, oh, y'all stiff. Y'all stiff. Y'all not gonna say nothing. Okay. Oh, y'all about to get ass whoopings. Now in my head, I'm like, well, I'm in a full body cast.
Yeah.
I get sympathy.
Yeah.
You can't
You're
whoop
like,
a
I
nigga
gotta
in a full, yeah. You can't whoop a nigga in a full body cast. Now, when I say this nigga was so
He said,
bad,
watch this. He said, watch this.
all he did, and I'm standing there like this.
Yeah.
So all he did,
Roll you over. No.
he just boom, and I had no balance. So I, ooh, boom, fall on the couch. All I got is ass over.
Oh, no.
He lined everybody up on side of me and whooped our ass just like that.
What did y'all do?
I can't remember. But it was like 5 of us. He whooped our asses.
Yeah.
Lip and I, like, you know how you can squirm? I can do none of that.
Yeah,
So I'm literally
you just stuck.
taking his ass and crying. Everybody else is kind of laughing and crying. But I'm the only one, like, I'm fucked up because he really whooped me with a whole body cast on. Okay? And when he was done, all he did was lift me back up. And I was so fucked up that I wobbled off crying. I've been, bro. I swear, I'm gonna go to my mom's house. I'm gonna find a picture of this body cast.
Please do, bro.
And
I'm
I'm gonna show you how crazy I look at 10 years old.
I love that.
But I got my ass whooped, and he apologized like a day later, like, I apologize for whooping your ass like that. But it was funny to him because I couldn't do nothing. It's like,
It not be funny though. You know what I mean?
like you just tipped me over. I'm like,
I wish I could have seen that. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall for that.
man, that shit.
You know what's crazy though? Those are like some of the greatest fucking memories. Bro.
Yeah, and that's
Like just getting ass whoopers and shit like that. That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, and it's crazy, right? Because again, me, my brother, and my sister all got ass whoopers, and then my baby brother, bro. I get mad at my dad now. I'm like, you soft. I'm like, you soft. I'm like, dude, it upsets me, bro. Like, you do some shit, and I'm like, fuck. I'm yes, bro. And he's like, nah. You gotta play the second notch. I'm gonna tell him I'm disappointed. I'm like, fuck your disappointment. What? Disappointment don't make you sit wrong for a week. The fuck? Disappointment don't give you blisters on your ass. And bro, I'll tell you, I could not tell you the first time that I ever see my brother not get his ass. I can't take the level of upset. I want to go beat him up. Like I wanted to go beat him up because I'm like, this is unfair. I'm like, this is not my childhood. I'm like, what the fuck happened to my dad?
See, I like my baby brother got whoopings. He's the youngest, but he was the sport. We call him now the golden child.
Yeah.
Because it's like, shout out to Tank, shout out Eddie P. Man, he will get away with some shit. And in my head, when I see it and I know he got caught, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know this about to go down. Oh, he is about to, I remember when I did that. Oh yeah, nigga, you about to get this ass.
That's the worst.
Take everything off.
When they do something you did, I was like,
yeah. My mom would come in that room. She'd be like, now listen, you know you did wrong, da 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 da. I'm gonna take your game away. You're on punishment. And I'd be like,
and then what? Yeah, then what?
Like you didn't even bring the belt in here. Like you gonna take him in your room? Ooh, that's the bad whooping. Nothing. It was like, and here's, I'm sorry, okay. She'd be like, all right. And then later on that night, this nigga got his game back. He's watching TV. Game was taken, TV was taken. Stay in your room until dinner. We used to sit on the edge of the door. Don't pass that door threshold. We used to sit on the edge of the door. All our rooms were so close that we could sit there and just chop it up with each other. And I seen this post on Instagram or Facebook the other night. They was like, them naps after an ass whooping, best naps of the life. Hey,
you ain't never slept better, dog.
You don't get that ass whooping at 11 in the morning.
No cap.
And when you wake up, you be like, ugh, damn, I turned 7. Like, them were the naps. Like, I wish I get that ass whooping nap right now.
Right? Those
were the best naps ever.
Right. Undefeated. Unrivaled.
Kids don't know that nap. Kids now don't know that nap. But that nap used to be like, I hate what it took to get that nap, but that nap was something different. But
now
it was, I don't know,
best of your life.
Yeah, and I don't know now, parenting and even grandparenting. My grandparents used to whoop our ass.
Whoa.
We used to be tormented, not just like, and there's nothing you can say.
My grandma used to like throw her sandal at us, bro.
Man, that peach, you know that little small peach
random bank.
Man, we used to get all of that, and then they old, so you can't do nothing. Yeah, you can't run to your mama. You're like, ho, what you want me to do? Get a whooping? Yeah, mama, you grown. She's still my mama. I ain't about to get in that. But nowadays, oh man, grandparents are so simple.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. The worst shit that I ever had, which listen, I love my dad, and every ass whooping I got, like ever, I deserved it. There was never an undeserving ass whooping.
Yeah, I agree.
But this is the thing, right?
Well, no.
I remember when my dad became a mental terrorist. Look, because he started realizing like, I'm getting too grown, so he can't really just hurt me no more. Bro, this man was a terrorist. I remember he put down unpopped popcorn kernels on the floor, right? I had to get on my knees and hold my hands up like this. And then he would put a book, and he's like, all right. He's like, that's exactly how far I want your arms to stay. So you're like this on your knees, on popcorn kernels. And he's like, and if I see your hands go down, that's one. And I'm like, one what? You're going to find out. And I'm like, bro. And bro, that was like 5 minutes. I remember the worst one, though. My dad, and I think this was I have these wide ass shoulders. My dad would make me get in the push-up position, right? And whoop my ass. So look, you got to take your pants off. Get in the push-up position. And he's like, I'm going to beat your ass. Now, if you move your ass, like I see your shit dip, you're fucked. He's like, it's gonna be another one. And we just gonna keep adding till you stop moving. Let me tell you, I got so good at planking, son. Like my shit was stiff. I'm talking about stiff.
We had my auntie was on some of that. My auntie and my cousin. We had these thing called cockroaches. Where you lay on your back and just do this. Oh, yeah. And I'd be like, bro, I used to hate that shit. Then they was like, if I got into it with my sister, y'all go stand in the middle of the room and hug. And I'd be like, and we'd sit there and have to hug. And then the squatting and holding the books.
Oh, that was the worst. Bro, I used to be in JROTC, so they gave me a rifle to take home. My dad used to make me just hold the rifle up, in a squat position. And like you're like up against the wall in a deep squat, and you just gotta hold that rifle out in front of you.
Trust me, I just that shit hurt.
The worst one was the embarrassing one. I remember my dad, we would go to family parties, and he would tell me to stop doing something, and if I did it, he would make me stand in the wall. Now listen, my folks don't cut people time, so sometimes people show up late. So when they show up late, they're like, why the fuck is he in the corner over there? And he's like, hey, tell him why you're in the corner over there. Because I'm a dumbass. I'm like, bro, like that's torture. I'm like, bro, you're making a fucking 8-year-old call himself a dumbass. Now listen, I was a dumbass, but
yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah,
and I was like,
great stories.
Yeah, there's one more. I got one more. It was shout out to my pops who raised me. You know, Renald Sean Patterson. Man, I remember one time I did something. He came in there. He was tired from work. I just had to get his ass whooping.
Yeah.
In the middle of me getting the ass whooping, he dislocated his shoulder. It pops out of the socket. When I say I must have prayed to the baby Jesus born in the manger that he did that. And mid-stroke, he, oh shit. Oh, and I'm like, oh, thank you, baby Jesus. Oh, whatever the fuck just happened to this nigga, I thank you.
Same shit happened to me. I was in the middle of my ass and popped the shoulder.
He walked out, he must have called me all the names under the sun to my mama. And my mama came in there and she was like, She's like, his shoulder get back in place.
That ass was still there.
It never came. Because his shit swole and got bad. His shit got bad.
Yeah, my dad was
so he was like, nah, I'm not even playing. That's when I started getting punched though.
Yeah.
My punches started coming after that. It was like, but that, man, I hate it happened, but that shit was so fucking funny.
Listen, I remember, again, back to my dad being a mental terrorist, the last ass whooping story. Bro, my dad, I remember, so my room, like my childhood home, my room and my dad's room are on opposite sides of the house. So I remember he'd come to my room and he'd be like, Junior, you're going to get an ass whooping. And I'm like, please don't. And he's like, yeah, I want you to go to my room. Next to the door, there are 6 belts. I want you to pick one and bring it back to me. So I'm like, I have to pick my own ass whooping? And I had to go over there. So I remember, bro, my dad used to go to like rodeos, right? So they had like this Mexican rodeo where, you know, they wear the big ass belt buckles. With it's thick leather, right? Now listen, this man's belt is bedazzled. So and look, this is the fucked up part. I got so many ass whoopings where I got to try each one. Because I was like, bro, I'm going to find the one that hurts the least. I'm like, because this shit ain't going to happen. And I remember the reason why I found out about the studded one was because, again, bro, I was like, I went to go grab the one that I knew hurt the least. And he's like, bring my leather one. I'm like, the rodeo one? And he's like, And I remember, bro, my ass welted up so bad. And I had on like jeans, son. Like, this shit was thick. And listen, I love my dad, you know what I mean? But Again, never had ass what I didn't deserve.
Yeah.
But the psychological torture, I'm like, bro, that's why it made me so mad, bro. When nothing happened to my brother, I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, you'll fuck his life up.
See, but now, like my mom, my dad, like the grandparents of my nieces and nephews, they spoil. They spoil my nieces and nephews. We love them to death. Shout out to all my nieces and nephews, my brothers and siblings. But when I'm the uncle that's gonna give you that ass whooping I was getting, I'm that uncle that's gonna get on your ass for all the shit that I was getting in trouble for. Oh, you about to get in trouble. If you do it, like my nephew and my niece, they are horrible. When they together, they're horrible. They shattered the back window, throwing rocks on the roof.
Yeah.
Y'all 4 years old. Y'all barely can throw it and make it to the roof.
Yeah.
It's a window right here. They clearly hit the window. Shattered it. You know what my mom did?
What?
You know what? Y'all gonna help me around the house. What?
What that mean?
Y'all gonna do what? Y'all gonna do chores. The shit I was already doing.
Yeah.
Y'all know no ass whoopings, no nothing.
That's nothing.
It's
bro.
like
Kids don't got chores
you
no
gonna
more.
come over here every weekend in my house. For first thing, they love my mama's house.
Yeah.
Got all the toys.
Yeah.
So you gonna come over here every weekend and help me. Mom, where's the ass whooping? Okay, where's the ass whooping?
Something's missing from
Yeah,
this
the ass whooping before they go home.
Yeah.
That's when they come back over here. Like, you gotta pay for this. And they didn't get it. So you know what I do?
What?
I'm whooping ass. You bet not tell on me, because I'm your uncle. You bet not tell on me, and you bet not tell your mama. That's my sister.
Yeah.
I had her first.
Yeah.
Fuck what you talking about.
Fuck
That's
what
my
you
brother.
stupid.
I had him first. Fuck what you talking about. Don't even talk to my brother. Don't even talk to my sister. Dad, what I said about talking to my siblings. Granny, don't talk to my mommy.
Yeah.
And they was like,
Mama.
Yeah, why are you treating them like this? Because y'all not.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because y'all hoes.
I don't know what happened after they was born, or after I was born.
Y'all got soft.
Fuck y'all got soft. And this is the shit I'm talking about. They gonna get it.
It makes you upset because knowing that like they got soft. It's like, what the fuck?
But hey, I understand. I know I'm gonna be that way. I know I'm being simple. If I ever have kids,
It's gonna be a simp. Gonna be a simp.
I ain't a simp.
Shout out to Guy. You just got simp tendencies, huh?
A little. Changing my ways now.
More than a little.
10 toes.
Oh yeah?
HOH.
Yeah?
Hard on the hoe.
Oh yeah? That a fact? Y'all hold him to that, y'all. There you go. Y'all hold him to that. Don't be doing that shit on the fucking audio podcast. That shit all in the microphone and
Oh,
shit
you
like
hear
that.
that?
You like P. Diddy all up in the videos and shit.
Hey man, he made money. He doing his best shit, man.
Buku bucks. Buku
Now
bucks.
he dating this city girl, whatever the
By the way, you hear about this shit? That somebody was saying that like if Tupac was it was either if Tupac or Biggie was alive that there wouldn't be no Jay-Z because Jay-Z would be like trash. I'm like, what? I'm like that. I was like, also Jigga, he got most of his inspiration from, I think it was Biggie. He got most of his inspiration from Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, if Biggie was still around, I don't really think that we wouldn't get Jigga. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
That don't make no sense.
with that, I'm big on Tupac. I fuck with Biggie and Jay-Z in the same category. They're good. I like they got good music. They're historic. They're one of the top greats.
Yeah.
I don't listen to both of them like that, but I did see that, and I remember a while back they asked Jay-Z, like, do you feel cheated that you didn't go against Biggie and Tupac? Because they died before he really, like, he was making a little something, but he wasn't just...
He was still more than selling crack.
He wasn't really out there. So when he got out there, they was already past. So he was fighting the ghosts to their music.
I had an interesting conversation with somebody.
So they...
You did.
So they felt like, do you feel like you got cheated to battle these two greats?
What did he say?
And he was just like, nah, because he had the respect for him. Like, nah, like, and he said the same thing. I got inspiration from them. I hate that, their demise came so early and that we wasn't able to see so much of them, and that we, as the three, couldn't kind of run a
Collab and shit like that.
Yeah, but he was like, I don't feel cheated, but
I had an interesting conversation with somebody the other day. Because they were telling me, they're like, let's be honest. They're like, if Tupac and Biggie would have never died, do you think they'd be as big as they are now? Because I'm going to be honest though, think about it. They did blow up way more after their passing.
But a lot of people do that. A
A lot of people do, but that's what I'm asking though. So it is a legitimate question. I was thinking about it because I was like, listen, Because Tupac and Biggie's biggest CDs were post-mortem. It was after they died.
After they died, shit they didn't release.
Yeah.
I feel like they still would have been up there. Now I say that because
But I don't think they'd be at the level they are now.
Nah.
Not like how they're cemented in history.
Yeah, nah. I feel like they would have, because I don't feel like they would have transitioned into today's world. Like Jay-Z, how he's able to transition
Like
into
Kanye, like
how everything, okay, this is what I used to rap about, I see what the world going on, let me push it. I think them two were so stuck in that revolution stage, that just beginning hip hop, you know, all that kind of Run DMC, Easy E type shit, like even Easy. I don't think they would have transitioned out of that phase too much.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. People hate to say this again because the man is dead. R.I.P. Ice Cube wrote all his lyrics, bro. After Ice Cube left the group, really, his shit was not good.
Ice Cube, Dre, all that shit. Like, I don't think, like, you see how Ice Cube tried to transition. It didn't work.
But no, Ice Cube was still making hits. I mean, that Mount Westmore song.
But he not like how he was dropping them in the '90s.
No, yeah, definitely not like that.
He wasn't dropping.
Never had another another lynch mob.
Yeah,
type.
he wasn't doing that. Like Snoop was dropping in the '90s. He kind of made it into going into these 2000s, but then just faded off. I feel like that's how Pacman would have been.
Yeah, well, because think about it too, though. Snoop Dogg literally transformed so much. He went from Snoop Dogg to Snoop Lion, dropped the reggae album, then went back to Snoop Dogg, and never lost no clout.
Yeah, it's just because his swag, his old school base.
I mean, he's cemented.
He's cemented. So it's like,
but
that's kind of how Tupac and Biggie, I feel like, would have been if they would have stayed. If they would have been alive and kind of stayed on the path they was on. I just think they just would have fell off.
I don't know. Just speaking as far as like Tupac goes, before he died, he started getting like really paranoid and kind of started saying like really wild, crazy shit. So
Kanye.
Yeah, kind of. But look at how Kanye's music has taken a hit. So do you think Tupac would have been like that? That's what I'm saying. Because I was having a legitimate discussion about it where I was like, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think they would be as big as they are now post-mortem. Because again, them being dead definitely helped elevate them to an untouchable level.
Yeah.
Where if they were still alive, which, let's be honest, a lot of people would be better off if they were still alive, But I don't think they would have evolved very well, like how you said, into today's day and age. Where but also, if they would have lived, well, we've got J. Cole, we've got Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? That type of rap.
See, and that's why I feel like, when Jeezy, Wayne, Kanye, T.I., that 2000 era music, that's to me my favorite time frame. I don't feel like they could have stepped and really dealt with them.
I think they would have took like a back seat. Like they would have did what Dre ended up doing, like where it's just I'm gonna fall back to only producing or maybe like a little feature here.
Yeah, that's right. I think they've been on features because of who they are.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like they would have been dropping like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Not dropping an album that's going stupid live. Not because it was just their lifestyle. The way they felt and the way they rap. I don't feel like when that time frame came, it really pushed a lot of 90s rappers out because it was a whole new era of music.
Yeah, a bunch of young cats.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how it happens. Those shit evolves. I remember hearing a interview where this dude was talking about mumble rap, and he was like, "Bro, all these old heads talking about, I hate mumble rap, this, that, and the third." He's like, "Think about how you rap back in the day. I was walking to the park, and then I stopped for a drink, and then I hung out with my partners." He's like, "That ain't the type." He's like, "Rap evolves, man." He's like, "Listen," he's like, "That's how rap started." He's like, "This is where we're at now," and he's like, and then eventually in a couple years. We're gonna be looking at it like, this new fucking rap is also still.
Yeah, auto tunes came in,
Weight and Heartbreaks.
Yeah, all this kind of stuff. Like it's just the evolution of rap. Now,
shit changes.
Shit changes. So that's what I'm saying. I felt like they would have did okay, but they would have been just legends.
Yeah.
Now they're on the rap route. Rap Mount Rushmores of being somebody.
They're rap gods.
Yeah,
right now.
They're rap gods, and it's because of their death, though.
Yeah, like I said, post-mortem definitely. Because what's crazy too? I heard Slim talking about this, and me and him were kind of having a sort of conversation about it. Pop Smoke. Because again, he blew up more after he died, which I'm going to be honest. before Pop Smoke died, bro, he was. I don't want to say mid, but there was maybe only like 1 or 2 songs that I liked. And then he died, and then all of a sudden, again, people doing like I'm gonna be honest, Kanye did a track with one of his like unreleased verses, bro, and Kanye made that shit hit. Where I was like, I'm gonna be honest, if Kanye wouldn't have touched this and Pop Smoke wouldn't be dead, honestly, would this shit really be hit that hard?
And that's my thing. Like I didn't know about Pop Smoke until he died. Honestly, that's just me. I didn't know about Pop Smoke. He died. I heard Pop Smoke died, and then I started hearing a lot more of his stuff. And then I started jumping on like, oh, he lied. Same with Mo 3. I was incarcerated when this stuff with Mo 3 happened. But I didn't know about this man.
That's just like Nipsey.
Well, okay. I've jammed Nipsey.
But my thing is this, though, right? But it's mostly West Coast motherfuckers that jam Nipsey, right?
Nipsey.
And he didn't really become just like
full
national. Till after he died, because then he was all them thing. And then everybody's like, Nipsey Hussle, famous rapper Nipsey Hussle. And he's like, everybody's like, who's Nipsey Hussle? They start looking up, especially because he just dropped that album too. So that album sales blew the fuck up after he passed away.
I feel like also what helped him, Laura London. Mm-hmm. You know, he just had a kid with Laura London, and she's a big name.
She definitely has more clout than he did. Yeah, honestly, he was more well known.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh damn, Nipsey. Well, I knew her. I jammed music. I didn't know he was just knocking Laura London, but that kind of stuff does elevate people's status after death. And like I said,
I'm gonna be honest. After Nipsey passed away, then I listened to Victory Lap. And it's a bad. I love that album. I love that album. But again, I didn't hear it until after he passed. I didn't even know he dropped an album. So I didn't know who Nipsey Hussle was like that. I know that he was big, especially in his community, because he was definitely big about like promoting like going to college, getting an education, getting out the hood. Which, you know, man's an angel for that. Yeah. And you know, R.I.P. of course. But I didn't really just like know him like that, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that are like that like, they don't really get a lot of mainstream play until they pass away, and then all the radios are talking about, oh, R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, R.I.P. to this, R.I.P. to that. And it's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's crazy, but that's just how it is. You know, you pass away, I can't remember the saying, but like, you're somebody after you go type shit.
Yeah, but see, that's why you want to make an impact while you're still here, you know what I mean? That's why, like I said, bro, it's not even so much that I want to be famous. I just want to be remembered after I pass.
Yeah, I want my legacy.
Yeah.
I want to build a legacy so when I'm gone, people will be like, oh, he did that in a great way, and it kind of moved people. Tupac said it best. He said, it's too late for me to change the world, but I might one day spark the brain that can change the world. Yeah. So he knew, like, and he changed the world. He changed the rap game a lot. But it's like, hey, you know, I might not be able to do something different, but through my words and through my actions, the future generation will do something different. And at the end of the day, I feel like that's a big plus.
By the way, speaking of Tupac real quick, it reminds me of like rappers being actors. To me, the greatest performance. Do you remember what's that goddamn movie with Ace Boogie? Paid in Full.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you remember Rico, right?
Yeah.
For those of y'all that don't know, Paid in Full is a movie based on a true story about this big time drug dealer who ends up getting out the drug game or whatever. Anyway, he's got a partner named Rico who sells drugs for him. Rico is played by a rapper, Casanova? No, oh god damn it, this is gonna bother shit me. Anyway, I'm gonna keep telling the story. So this rapper or whatever, you know, there's a scene, bro, inside of that shit where, do you remember that dude that robbed Ace Boogie, right? That had that motherfucking chain on and shit like that? Cameron. That was his name, Cameron. Yeah, it was Cameron. So, do you remember that scene in that movie where that dude comes up to him and he's talking shit in the car? And he's talking shit to him and he punches him in the face, pulls him out the car, beats the shit out of him? Okay, you know what's funny? There was an interview going on where they were like, one of the guys was talking about it and he's like, listen, man, Cameron was supposed to do all that shit. Like, he was supposed to spit on him, and then that was the scene. He said Cameron didn't like the way it looked. They didn't look real enough. So he said Cameron really punched this dude and actually pulled him out the car and then really beat him up because he wanted the authenticity. So the busted lip that actor has in the shit, it's real. He really punched. He said they couldn't even do another take because he busted his lip for real.
Yeah, we really would be fighting. It would have been a real scene.
But that shit was great. I was like, what the fuck, bro? So to me, Cameron, greatest rapper actor. I'm like, bro, that shit was wild. I was like, listen. That shit was funny. Also, though, I did like Tupac's performance in Juice. I love that shit, especially in a movie, bro. That iconic line, "You got the juice now." I was like, "Whoa, shit, hold up now." Yeah, he went crazy over that.
He my nigga. I fuck with him tough. I was literally listening to his music on the way over here.
That's funny. Who, Cameron? Oh, Tupac. Oh. I'm about to say you jamming Cameron right now. I'm like, who the fuck's still jamming Cameron?
I now somebody from back then that I jammed that I have no issue. Joel's.
Joel Santana. I fuck with Joel. I fuck with Joel's tough. I used to fuck with Jim Jones though. He kind of started being on some bullshit. He's kind of been on some bullshit for a couple years though.
Yeah.
But anyway, ads before we leave. Damn, you ain't been here in a minute, so I ain't had to fucking do ads for a second. Just real quick rundown. We're just gonna do 2 ads. We're gonna do Balanzi London, shout out. You know what I'm saying? You want to get icy, make sure that you check out Balanzi London. BALANZI. Use the code BLOCKDOWN, BLOKKDOWN. That's one word. And then we got Rose Mile. You know what I'm saying? Got us out here icy, spinning chains and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Drippy, savages.
I ain't got my ring on today because I was working and I couldn't have it on my hand. But hey, trust me, it's getting noticed and it fucking glows in the dark.
I told you it did. I told you it would. I told you the ring can change the game.
And I swear, I wear it like on my first 2 fingers.
Yeah.
And I have women all the time. It's only women,
of course,
and they just like.
Be weird to do that.
Yeah, they be like, "Oh, you're only wearing that on them fingers because you're mad at your girl or something." I'm like, "Huh?" They're like, "That's your wedding ring." I'm like, nah, I literally had a dude before when I was at the gas station. He complimented the jury.
Yeah.
And I told him, I'm like, "Well, appreciate you, man. You know, I'm about to head to my podcast. We sponsored by these people." I gave him the information. I gave him the name of the podcast and everything.
By the way, code for Rosemount is Block Party. BLOKKPARTY. Block Party.
So and mine is Block Talk.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
What is it?
Don't remember.
Okay, I don't know.
Block check. Block check. That's
Block check.
Block
Okay.
check. That's
So Block check.
2 words.
Yeah.
For both of those.
So I told him, he was like, I sponsored everything, shouted out to him about everything we be doing. He was like, "Oh, you want to sell them?" I said, "Huh?" He said, "You want to sell them?"
Why don't you just buy it off the
I
website?
said, "No, clearly you just heard I'm sponsored by these people.
I gotta have this."
So I mean, I gotta wear it on scene, you know, while I'm promoting it." He was like, "So you can't sell it?" You know what? Have a good day, sir. And I just walked out. So I'm like, "Bro, you just heard me say I'm sponsored by these people. How can I be sponsored?" And yeah, shout out to these people. And I'm naked. I ain't got nothing else on me. Oh, they got live chains, but I ain't got nothing.
PB Wallace.
So,
well, that's it for here. Us at Block Talk. TJ, welcome back. Hopefully he'll be a steady guest host. If not, I'm gonna have to call up one of the amazing guest hosts from the majors. I gotta get Josh Thomas back on the majors.
Yeah,
shout out to the amazing
or
Josh
I'm just
Thomas.
gonna kick him off, and then I'm gonna promote and do all the podcasts.
You know, actually, that'd be good. You know what? Next week you're gonna do it with a guest host.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was playing.
Oh, okay. No. You should do one next week with Kyle. You should do one next week with Kyle. Fuck that. Okay. Talking all that big shit. Like,
Rose.
Shout out to our sisters. I'm Unique and Rose, man. We love y'all.
Shout out.
See y'all next week, y'all. Thank you.
Enjoy it, man. Out.
It's 4 o'clock, but you gotta run.
Yeah.